Landman, Season 2, brings a funeral, a tender reunion plus an unexpected second chance. What is going to happen to Tommy Norris in Landman Season 2, Episode 5? Billy Bob Thornton's character Tommy Norris starts the episode preparing for his mother's funeral, which will undoubtedly be a trying time. It is made more difficult by the fact that nobody remembers her favorably, except for his father, T.L., Sam Elliott. Tommy tells the story in the restaurant following the service about how, when he was 14, he discovered his mother face down in the bathtub. 911 had to perform CPR on her, but she kicked him in the face and went to the kitchen to get herself another drink. He claims that his father was too weak to ever go, so I left them all, and that he didn't return to that village until his mother passed away. He says, "I didn't come here to mourn her passing," in a moment of revelation. "I came here to celebrate it." Later, he tells a distraught Ainsley, Michelle Randolph, that his father had wasted his life by fleeing in the hopes that his sister would eventually return, and that his mother could never risk loving anything or anyone again after that pain, which changed her for the rest of her life. What happens with Cooper and Ariana? When Cooper, Jacob Laughlin, goes to Ariana's, Paulina Chavez, house to pick up his sports jacket, she insists on accompanying him to his grandmother's burial. This is the first indication that perhaps they still have a chance. He responds that he was doing precisely what she asked when he left after she informs him that if he truly loved her as much as he claims, he would have stood up for her. Following the ceremony and the awkward family scene that follows, she tells him that she believes she has a better understanding of him and that, considering his upbringing, she is amazed at how nice he has become. She also informs him that although it's now obvious to her why he doesn't value being close to family as much as she does, it's everything to her, and he ought to have consulted her before attempting to plan their shared future. She advises him to think about what he did, offer an apology, and then return home. "The next time I kick you out, you don't just leave and stay gone," she says. Cooper seems to learn one of the most difficult relationship lessons in life before they finally make amends. "Quite easy. I'll just ask you everything," he declares what takes place with Cammy Miller. Cammy Miller, Demi Moore, is at a turning point in her personal and professional life. When she visits Monty's, John Hamm, tomb, she thanks him for the ring she discovered in his closet that he had given her on their 30th anniversary and tells him she's trying so hard not to be angry with him for the mess he left her. She says, "I thought we'd have 20 more," in a poignant moment. After deciding to list their home, Cammy meets with Galeno, Andy Garcia, in an attempt to get his investment, not realizing that. What happens to T.L. Norris? After attending his late wife's funeral, T.L. tells a tale from before she passed away that explains why he had made such an effort to love her throughout the years. What else takes place in Episode 4 of Landman Season 2? In another scene in the show, Rebecca, Kayla Wallace, had to handle the legal ramifications of a deadly collision at one of the company's pump jacks. But when she gets wasted on the plane there and ends up having a one-night stand with a charming man she just met, we also witness a whole different aspect of her personality. Is it incorrect for us to suspect that he is a plant designed to divert her attention? Because to Angela's, Ollie Larder, insistence, Tommy offers to take T.L. in and give him the opportunity to live with him and become a part of their lives at the end of the episode. He tells his father, "Second chances don't come around that often, and this one ain't ever coming around again for either one of us." Suddenly, a second, most unexpected reunion occurs. At its best, Landman is a drama about occupational hazards in one of America's riskiest sectors. By following the life of Tommy Norris, Billy Bob Thornton, we could spend our days chatting with the head of an oil company, but Landman's most captivating tales deal with what happens when you manage a corporation that reports 0 days without an accident every single day. It explores the pain that results from losing loved ones at work rather than merely acting out drilling explosions and gas spills. Death and grief are the topics of Episode 4. During Tommy's mother's funeral, the Norris family resolves their issues. Cammy Miller, Demi Moore, deals with the disaster her late husband, John Hamm, left behind. When 2 people are killed and 1 man is permanently injured in a string of incidents close to Texas oil rigs. It's undoubtedly the best Landman episode to yet, even though it doesn't make for the most cheerful television. Taylor Sheridan, co-creator and writer, finally slows down this week to focus on a single storyline. No hopping from aerobic sessions at the elderly people's house to land rights agreements. Episode 4's opening half resembles a theatrical play, and Sheridan has selected a traditional setting, a funeral. We are treated to monologues from Tommy and his father, T.L., Sam Elliott, as they bury the matriarch of the Norris family, which serve as a reminder to viewers of both men's acting prowess and Sheridan's writing prowess. Sheridan's shows are so popular for a reason, and it's not only because he's reaching out to underserved areas of the country. Sheridan can deliver when he wants to take on a challenging task. I must point out that T.L. is a walking quote machine on Landman before we get into the more substantial portion of the episode. After arriving at the burial with Cooper, Jacob Laughlin, Ariana, Paulina Chavez, offers T.L. her sympathies. T.L. replies, "Honey, I lost her 3 years ago."